run from wolves who were like you, wolves in sheep's clothes like you. Oh, now baby, I'm gone, I'm gone, I'm gone.
Music has always been such an important part of my life since I was very young, possibly since I was born. Communicating with people, it was so much easier if we both played music. We didn't need words. We could still kind of be together and exist in a space without words, which for me was so magical. When it comes to that kind of question of your career starting with you making money and writing music and performing on stages, your own kind of works, I started doing that around 14, 15 and getting paid occasionally to do gigs, which was very exciting. And then that's kind of brought us to where we are today. In terms of inspiration, for a long time, my exposure to music was local. So my biggest influences at the time were my fellow local Ottawa singer-songwriters and bands. A lot of my exposure to music was rarely ever the radio, but for the most part, just people that I would be sharing stages with and people that I consider to be friends.
My name is Wayne Hawthorne. I'm a professor here at Algonquin in the Music Industry Arts program. It was a great experience working with her and producing her music. There is so much emotion and heartfelt messages in her songs. So it was literally easy to be able to put instruments together and bring everything in to try to kind of sculpt the performances.
Feels like I've waited a lifetime. I've been searching to find you to know. Listen the sound of your heartbeat as the hurried beat of my soul.
There is a photo of me from March 13th, 2020. And that day was the day that they had announced that they were going to be closing the college. And that night was the last show that I played live. It felt really surreal, but it also felt like this is going to really be something for a while. Nothing could have prepared me for us having shows postponed for this length of time, but also all of the good that came into my life out of all of the bad.
Sing me to sleep.
When people ask me sometimes what it is that I do, it's so hard to explain. And somebody described it to me perfectly. It's like you just create a space for people to exist. And so if you can do that in person, how could I use all of these virtual tools that we now had to do that online? And we did. We brought this kind of in-person art night models. Everybody else does art and I just make the music. And that was at first on Facebook and Instagram. So many things happened between that moment in March until May when I decided to join Twitch. And that first stream, all of a sudden, there were strangers there. People I didn't know, just writing to me in the chat to say hi. And then there were more strangers and more strangers. And I just realized that this might be a space where I can actually build an audience. The Twitch music section was so new for everybody that I think I joined at the perfect time. And it just kind of gave me this opportunity to grow exponentially in a way that I'd never planned for.
Dani has another special quality where, it doesn't matter how big the audience is. I feel like almost everybody in the audience on stream feels special, and it's like, I've been there when there was 20 people and I've been there when there was 1,000 people. And for some reason, I don't know what it is, but Dani has that special quality that, she recognizes everybody's name. There's so much lore. There's so many inside jokes. It just never ends. It's amazing.
Being able to have the community, have the music, have the inside jokes, have the stories that come with that. That is something that Twitch brings to it that you're not going to find at your local pub, your local bar, somewhere in person.
The day that the New York Times feature happened, started at 6, Had no idea what my day was going to start like. And then all of a sudden the view count went from 0 to 3,000. And then a minute later it went to 6,000. And then a minute later it went to 12,000. And in that stream we went up to 19,000 concurrent viewers. And I think we had 800,000 page views just that day in that one stream. And as soon as I finished the stream, Ben from the New York Times is emailing me to request an interview right now because he's putting together an article for Twitch and music streamers specifically on Twitch. So I was really happy that he decided to spotlight this space.
Dani has a heart of gold, and she's as supportive as they come. And she's absolutely the reason why I've started doing Twitch. I've started streaming myself, and Dani is the cause of that.
She is so dedicated both to her music, to her students, and her creativity is hugely fantastic. Working with her from a production standpoint was a great opportunity.
There's so much magic in the world, and it usually just takes one person to unlock that in anyone, is just tell them that you can do this. That's the purpose of music. It's to make everybody feel a little bit less alone. It's to help people process really complex feelings in a super complex world that we live in. If there's one thing that people take away from our community or our music or of ever knowing me, it's that they're not alone and that they can do it.
Oh, now baby, I'm gone. I'm gone. I'm gone. Now I run from wolves who are like you, wolves in sheep's clothes like you. Oh, now baby, I'm gone.